What is up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Swindler's Den presents The Lost Song of Phandelver here on our Twitch and YouTube channels. If you guys are checking us out on Patreon later, we love you. Thank you so much for the support. Honestly, you guys make the rockin' world go round. So, a little bit of an announcement. Equa will not be joining us for a few weeks. We're going to kind of play it by ear. Do you guys say ear or air? Leave a comment.
Why would you say air?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Some people say air. Play it by air.
They're wrong. Those people are wrong.
Anyways,
That's
we're
right,
going to play it by ear.
Air if they're deaf.
I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna play it by ear and air. But Equa recently had a child, so he's gonna be
Very tasty.
very busy. So if you guys are wondering like what happened the past 2 weeks, we're kind of just figuring out what we're gonna do. Because of that, like we had to switch some things up and but anyways, everything's all good now. We have it figured out, and we're gonna continue on with Zorag and Valyada and one other character who we'll see soon. By soon I mean probably the end of the episode, but we'll see.
So bye.
Whoops.
And we might even have a new face join us for a week or two. So we'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear, as the kids say.
Air.
It's air, Grizz. I thought we'd established this.
We'll play it by air.
I think you're talking to someone with an accent when they say that.
Well, my mom says hoss,
Mom.
and she says fuck, and that means fork.
Hoss instead of house, or
What do you think fuck means?
well, I was asking about hoss.
No, yeah, hoss means horse or house. Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Okay.
What does fuck mean?
It's fuck.
No, it's fork. Get me the fuck.
What?
Okay,
You
so that's how
you
my
sent your
mom's.
mother
Get
to
you a
speech
what,
therapy.
Mom? Get you a
That's
what?
that's how my mother speaks. So I don't know. All my weird mannerisms come from her. Anyways, so tonight we're gonna be joining some fun characters. Of course, we got Zorag, played by the one and only TommieTaco.
Yeah.
This is off to a great start, guys.
Tap
Followed
on
by
him, tap on him.
BakaZombie, who's going to be playing a Valyada Takun for us tonight. And last but not least, of course, is Zeldaner1988. There she is, right there. Who will be dipping in and out, I guess, for the episode.
So I don't distract y'all.
But we find ourselves with Valyada on the top of the mountain with her father, Vavis. It's been a few weeks for you now of training, being taught different meditative practices, particularly focusing on controlling your anger, but also almost feeling that the blood that boils inside of you, and how to control it and disperse it through your body, and almost in a way of preventing it from going to your eyes and causing eye damage. So not only has this been like a spiritual journey, but it's also been a bit of a physical one as well. So you find yourself at the edge of this mountain cliff, overviewing the Icewind Dale below, the snowy plains. Your father comes up behind you. Valyada.
Yes.
You have done so well over the few weeks you've been here with me. You make me very proud.
Everything I've done in my life was to make you proud.
Well, you've done just that, and I have something for you.
What is it?
You'll be needing this more than I now. And, he pulls from his back this long... It is this long, big, heavy thing that's wrapped up in these furs. And he holds it out to you to take.
Grab it.
Yeah, and if you start to unwrap the furs, you see this massive, like, almost this massive hammerhead that's kind of got almost like a tealish hue to it, with all these rivets, and as you look, there's also these runes etched into some of the metalwork. What languages do you speak?
Dwarvish and Common.
You are not able to read it. But it's this beautiful hammer, massive in size. Massive for a normal human, but for someone like Vavis or yourself, you could probably wield this in one hand. Anyways. As you look over it, he says to you, "This is Tempiord. It served at my side all these years."
Beautifully crafted. Carry with honor.
You'll do me proud. You will need it in the days to come, if what I've been told is true.
What is that?
Your destiny. The destruction that comes for us all. You... Perhaps it's better to show you. And, he goes to turn and head toward his cabin. But when he turns, he kind of stops for a second. Do you look?
Yeah.
You look out, roll me a perception check.
Oh, Valida, how I've not missed your perception. Oh god, I forgot how bad it was. 12?
You kind of start to squint your eyes and look, and there's a lot of snow whizzing past, and it's making it very low visibility, but you do see some silhouette of a figure in the distance.
Are you expecting somebody?
No. This, perhaps, will be your final test.
Grabs the hammer by the hilt and like kind of swing it to get the weight underhand.
You
And
hear roar quake out from this figure in the distance.
well, she was going to take neutral stance, but now it's full anticipation for what's to come.
As you get ready, Zorag. Zoragin has finally reached the peak and is charging full force toward Vavis and Valida. You find yourself still sitting at this campfire. In your mind. Roll me a perception check.
I'm getting to it. I promise.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
There it is. What I roll?
13.
A 13.
Yeah, you're struggling to make anything specific out. Just kind of in that dark woods with nothing but this fire crackling before you. And this dragon, this Zoragan sitting across from you. Valiada, this beast quickly charges toward your direction. As it approaches, you begin to make out this red-skinned beast, maybe the size, maybe like 6 foot. How tall is Zorag again? Fuck. This fairly tall.
6'4", man.
6'4". 6'4", red beast with these black, like, speckle scales here and there. These long claws and this chest of a dragon's kind of underbelly, a tail. But as it comes closer and begins to take a swing toward you, you would recognize its features of that of Zorag in its face. His beard is still there, his hair, but his one missing eye. But now one eye is this dragonoid eye, and again, he looks quite a bit different.
As he's barreling down on us, that's not good. Clang my hammer against my shield as I prepare for impact.
So, we're gonna start this off with initiative. I'm gonna give him the first attack because obviously he did that. But let's roll initiative.
Initiative.
Let's see if it's just a sneak attack.
A 9. I mean, I knew he was coming.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. We'll just do initiative. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean,
Right,
I
so
still
he goes
rolled
first
a pretty
anyways.
bad initiative, so he'll probably.
You rolled a
beat me
10.
anyway.
It's been a
Yeah.
while. It's been a couple weeks since I've done the D&D.
Been a while.
It's been a while.
Let's see. So he's gonna go first, and as he closes the distance on you with great speed, he brings down a claw, going for your shoulder. A 20 to hit
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 10 slashing damage.
Howie.
That's a big hit.
Yeah.
Your father takes a step back and begins watching intently. He then is going to, after he claws you, he whips around and tries to trip you up with his tail for 24.
That'll hit, yeah.
Yeah. For 12 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Make a strength saving throw.
Strength save. 14.
You failed. So, you're knocked prone. How does Valiada react in this instant?
Well, she instantly knows that there's no messing around here. She already knows Zorag is strong and he's overtaken by something else, so instantly digs deep into the training that she has been given and goes into a rage. As the rage blood starts to creep into the veins, but she's able to keep them from going beyond the point where she wouldn't be able to handle it. And as she comes up, she brings the hammer up to get him in a undercut under his chin. So I assume it's this Temp-Your new button I have here, right?
Oh, yes. Your
Bop
hammer
23.
also has some special things it can do.
I see. There's a long trek of words that show up after I click the hit.
That is a hit.
Let me read all this.
This is like one of those texts you get from your girlfriend and you put your phone down for like 3 hours.
You're like, oh god. By the way, are you wielding this one-handed or two-handed?
One-handed because I have my shield out.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay, I don't need to do that one right now.
Oh, by the way, here.
Cool. Yeah, I won't do any of this stuff right now, but I do hit with a 23. And I'm gonna put a Divine Smite on top of that. Because again, no messing around with Zorags like this. So level 2 Divine Smite will be 3d8. And it does, if he's raging or whatever, this would avoid the rage stuff if it's just normal rage. So it'd take full damage from this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Volleyed is hot in that token. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah.
So for audio-only listeners, Volleyed has kind of undergone a redesign, which we'll have Baka talk about maybe in a little bit here. But if you want to check it out, head over to YouTube.
So 2 rage, 7 bludgeoning. Unfortunately, only 5 radiant because,
5 radiant.
You know, rolled ones. That's my first hit. I forgot. I'm such a high-level paladin. It's been so long. Let's bring another smash. 17 to hit.
That just hits.
Hey, let's do another second level. We aren't, again, not messing around. For 10 radiant this time. So 2 rage, 7 bludgeoning, 10 radiant on the second hit.
Awesome.
And my bonus action will be to Shield Master shove him. So oppose athletics.
Okay.
23. Yeah, I'm raging, so I have advantage, but that's the better one anyway.
Oh, sorry, I have to roll for him, right? Oh. 18.
So just uppercut with the hammer to catch him under the jaw, and while he's reeling from that, bring it back around to hit him on the side of the head, and then bring the shield up, pop him in the chest, and knock him to the ground so he's prone.
Yeah, you clock him in the head. He's a little bewildered, and you toss your shield out, knocking him down.
What's going on, Zorag?
Zorag, you have been being taunted by this dragon. You know exactly what his goal was. And now you're starting to hear fighting, commotion.
Let's see. Is there something I can do to try and since he's in control, is there a roll I can make to try and see through like the eyes for a split second?
Roll me a perception.
Okay. Let's see. Bam. That is a 7 and a 7.
How do you think Zorag is handling this right now? What state is he in? Is he mad? Is he scared?
He's pretty scared right now. He's still like the image of Zorag is still that kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like that younger version of himself. Hearing the fighting going off, I would say he's really terrified at this moment, and he would probably just be shouting, "Stop!"
I'm leaving now. I have something to do. And Zorag gets off the stump and walks into the darkness. Ignoring you. But focusing clearly more on this battle. You are not able to see anything.
Okay, shit.
So, Zoragan now giving his full effort toward this, and realizing Valida is a bit of a threat, is going
Yeah, those smites are no joke.
to attempt to trip you on this first one with his tail. Oh wow, that's a nat 1. Because of he was laying, so you knocked him prone, and he tries to bring his tail around, but just catches snow, and you're able to kind of see and hold your footing, and he's not able to really get enough momentum behind his swing. But what he's not able to get knocking you over, he does spin himself back upright and go in for a bite on your neck. 17.
That'll hit.
For 13 piercing and 3 fire damage.
So the piercing is reduced to 6, right? And how many fire damage?
3.
3. Okay. Oh, ooh, what was I at? I was at. I almost just put myself down to 9. I'm like, oh!
I am dead.
I'm dead now.
Okay. Your go.
Gotta push him off so I can get another swing at him after he bit into me. Let's just fucking bash it out, boys. 23 to hit. None of us are reckless attacking. Damn it! I could have crit. So 23. 2 rage plus 6 bludgeoning plus we're down to first level divine smites now, which is still good. For 5 extra radiant damage on top of that. For the first hit, and as the second hit is, it would have been another nat 20. I need to be reckless attacking, man. 23 for 2 rage, 11 bludgeoning, and another smite on that for another 11 radiant.
Holy shit. Okay. Big hits. As these blasts of this radiant mountain spirit energy comes coursing through Tempeord, along with your new rage abilities. Hold on. Massive blows are dealt to the Zoragan.
Zorag, you gotta speak to me. If you don't, I'm just gonna knock it out of you.
Okay. Oh, second one. No, wouldn't have mattered. Cool. Zorag. You feel this. Roll me a perception again.
It is a big fat
Ooh, nat
20. 20. It was a nat 1 and a nat 20, but heck yeah, dude.
You hear the familiar voice of Valida call out to you, and your eyes are caught by this little spark that comes out of the fire, and you look toward it, and as you look closely, looking into this fire, you see Valida. It's as if you were looking through Zoragan's eyes. You also feel this fire begin to swell, and as if it's being called forth to the Zoragan, you feel in your throat a heat. The dragon is going to try and breath weapon Valida. Roll if you would like to prevent this.
Yeah.
If you think Zorag would try to stop it.
So the Zoragan got up and left, but I assume that he's not very far away in my mental
Yes.
scenery.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case, I would want to try and run up to the Zoragan in my head and try to like grab him by the throat.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check. Strength save.
That is an 18.
Roll me another one. You both rolled 18.
Oh. Come on, big. That's going to be another. That's 25.
24. You jump on
boy.
the back of Zoragan and pull his neck back. This fire, builds up and releases. However, it releases out of your mouth. Valiada, what you see before you is Zoragan's neck starts to kind of get a little brighter, and this fire starts to be seen on the inside, and he opens his mouth, and as he does, just this little bit of smoke billows out. He looks he grunts and then just follows up with a claw for a 25 to hit for 9.
Okay. Reduce that to 4.
In frustration, he swings out at you. It's your go.
Seeing he's getting a little frustrated and like wasn't able to do his breath, maybe something's happening. Stay with me, Zorag. We'll get it together. Get through this together like you did with me in my rage. Swing again, baby. Wapa! 21 to hit.
21 hits.
2 rage, 13 bludgeoning, and 8 radiant from the divine smite.
You watch as the Zoragan tries to whip his tail up to block the hit. So breaks it so you would still hit, correct? You rolled a 21?
Yep.
So you would still hit. But you watch as his tail comes up to try and block the blow. But you just smack that tail right back.
Mm-hmm. Let's go for another swing, baby. 20 to hit.
Alright, just make sure you hadn't already killed him.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. I don't want to hit him if he's down.
No, the second hit, you just, he brings up his tail to try and block. You come back around with another blow. And Zoragan looks weak. He coughs up a little bit of blood as your second hit, like, hits him in the stomach. And he, some blood out into the white snow, and it just begins to soak in.
Oh, with the second hit, if he didn't go down, I was going to put Divine Smite on that as well. For 13 radiant.
So, as he coughs up that blood, your hammer sparks back up with his radiant light, exploding and kind of pushing Zoragan up like a foot and falls back down in the snow, leaving this kind of crater indent in the snow, like almost a cartoon, where he was. How did you beat him so fast?
Because I'm a fucking paladin, baby. I may have been trained to be a barbarian, but she was trained to be a paladin first.
Holy shit, you rolled so well on your attacks. Okay.
She always has. Zorag rolls really good. Valiada also rolls really good on attacks. She just doesn't roll as good as Zorag does.
Vavis looks at you, shakes his head approvingly. Very good. You look over at Zorag, and the red pigment of his skin is starting to fade to a pink, it fades to like a pink, and then you start to see the gray show, as well as this steam coming off of his body. Maybe just because of all the heat and the snow starting to melt away and steam.
Yeah, she would. As soon as he hit the ground and wasn't getting back up, she'd go over to him right away and rest the hammer on its head and kneel down to check over him and make sure he's not gonna fade from us. Because don't want him to die. I just want to knock that dragon out of him.
Yeah. Give me a medicine check.
Medicine 16.
You hit him really good, but he's still kicking. Vavis approaches and just sticks his arm down into the snow, grabs Zorag by the strap that holds his fur pauldron on, grabs him by that, throws him on his shoulder, and turns toward his cabin, says, "Good job, daughter. Come." And he puts him over his shoulder, and he starts walking toward the cabin with Zorag.
It lifts up the hammer and follows after him.
Okay. So, back in his cabin, he kind of roughly just kind of tosses Zorag onto the ground by the fire that it's in here. Vavis starts reaching for different herbs and vials that are on these different wood racks inside his cabin. He pulls out this little bowl and this stone pestle and starts crunching together these herbs.
What's going on with him? Why is he he never really answered me? Do you know what's happening with him?
Do you know this man?
Yes, I've traveled with him for a very long time. We're very close.
My stupid beast. He continues crunching these herbs. Yes, I don't know what ails him now, but this is not our first meeting.
It's not? You know him too.
Like you, I found Zorag. Lost in his rage, terrorizing the 10 towns.
When was this?
Months ago. We got into a scuffle. Had to teach him a lesson. Seems he's found me again. Tell me. I do not know what this dragon in him is. Do you have any ideas?
He started doing it recently. He wasn't doing it the first time I met him. I think it started happening after we went to see a dragon call. I don't know exactly when it started happening. That's when I first saw it. It was after we encountered a dragon called. I don't know if something happened there.
Interesting. He finishes mixing the stuff into a paste form, and grabs this other kind of vial from a nearby table, grabs Zorag by his hair, pops the cork off of the bottle and just swirls it under his nose. Zorag, you wake up in a coughing fit. It smells like the most disgusting skunk smell.
I can't make the joke right now. Oh, where am I?
Hello, my little beast.
Whoa, what the fuck? Vavis?
What happened to you?
I'm not sure.
Well,
One minute I was in the Tin Towns, and next thing I know, I'm laying in the floor of this piece of shit.
Zorag, as you look up, you could look past Vavis and see Valiada, who now looks different. Valiada.
Are we full change or
Yeah.
just?
Yeah.
All right. So instead of her normal armor that she's
unless there's something you specifically want to leave out that you want to happen later or something.
No, that's fine. Instead of her armor that she's wearing, she's wearing like furs and leathers now, or you can see her biceps are exposed where the tattoo is. But it's not just the tattoo that's on her skin anymore. You can now see that the Goliath markings that usually are there when she's enraged on her eyes and face are now, they're still there. They're not as red as they are when she's enraged currently. But they seem to be a permanent fixture now to her, and you can see they also run down her arms and on her shoulders that have like light freckles on them as well. That's what she always had, but just didn't usually see them because she's usually armored up.
Dommy mommy Valiada. Valiada. I'm gonna get to my feet, like start getting up, like leaning up. I'm not gonna stand all the way up. I'm gonna like
Don't move
leaning
too
up off the
fast.
floor. Oh. Where's that silly ass card player, Ivran?
Ivran. The last I saw, he was on the ship. We were attacked by. I already started. We were attacked by Venom Fang, and those two that we fought in the pits, they seem to be stronger than they were before.
Where's everyone else? I was with a gnomish creature and that pirate guy.
I think Ivran, from what I've heard, Ivran and Aelin and Flynn are all in the same place now. They've been using sending spells to get in touch with me, but I haven't seen them for a while now.
You look good. What happened to you?
Well, I guess I died.
What?
Yeah, I don't quite know the whole details of it either. I was out of control during the dragon fight in a rage.
Dragon.
The Venom Fang, when he attacked us. It seems my rage got the best of me and he was able to kill me, from what I understand. But I was able to be brought back before I was too far gone, and I've been here trying to control my rage from my father.
Can I look around, make a view of the room at all, and see if I see like a horn laying anywhere?
Oh, sure, yeah. Oh shit, hold on, I clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, roll me a perception check. Which horn are you looking for?
Valiada's horn.
Oh, because this is where you left it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, yes, totally. Yeah, I was gonna say this. I don't even know if you need to make a check, but yes, it is here. It is like hung up on essentially a nail, like that's sticking out of the wall. It's just used to hook stuff onto and hang. There's like this leather strap that used the throw of your shoulder or whatever, but it's hanging from that on the wall.
We'll look at it for a minute. So Venom Thing is back.
And you got, I don't know if what he came for, or he was asking for the mirror. It was the captain was Venom Fang the whole time, apparently.
You mean the dwarf?
Yeah.
I knew I hated that fucker.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened after I died, but I know that I currently don't have the mirror or the orb.
I'm just gonna sit there for a minute. Go, did I hurt anyone?
I don't. Not here, you didn't. I'm fine. We got into a little bit of a scuffle. You kind of what has been going on with you? You charged me, and I had to not. You were covered in scales, and you were worse than you usually are when you go into a rage.
You remember when we were at the party with the dragon cult?
Oh, yes, yes.
When I drank that drink, something happened, and I don't know what it was. But whatever happened to me is also what happened to all the other people in that room. My friend wasn't able to fight him.
Friend?
You can see he kind of looks uncomfortable with talking about this, so he'll turn to Vavis. And he'll say, you can tell her about Zorag if you want.
How much does Vavis know? In like how much detail?
He knows all of it. I told him
Okay.
everything.
The whole
He's
thing.
the only person I've ever told.
I really think that you need to face this yourself. The only way you'll overcome it.
Zorag couldn't hold the dragon back. My name isn't Zorag. I'm Renatar. The person you met is Zorag.
I'm lost on this.
I don't know how to explain it. Shortly after the destruction of my village, I met someone at a campfire in a dream. He was, for all intents and purposes, me. But angry, arrogant. And I've just been lost and tired. He took me over. But as Vavis has been telling me, he is me, so I don't know what to do about this.
Like a spirit took over you, or?
No. The way Vavis explained it to me, when I told him the story, was imagine Imagine your rage separated from your body. It's still you. I don't know how to explain this.
No, that does help quite a bit. That makes more sense. Yeah.
So, when Renatar lost everything, it seems his way of coping was to split himself in two personalities.
So is that what I call you now, Renatar?
I'm going to kind of ponder into my head, is there anyone else there? As I kind of close my eyes, do I feel the presence of like that other psyche or not?
Ooh. I'm not even making no. You search into your mind and you really try and feel another presence. You don't feel the rage of Zorag. And the dragon is quiet. You don't even sense it.
I guess so. You, to clarify, I've kind of been posing as Zorag for a little while. It was Zorag's idea to up and leave this place in search of you, and he was lost at the party. Waking up and suddenly being the one in control was confusing. But yes, my real name is Renatar.
Good to meet you, Renatar.
Nice to formally meet you, as me, not as the other guy.
So I have to relearn everything about you now, or does anything carry over? You still
I'm
love
not even
wine?
sure. Wine has always been something I liked as a kid, so... Very young drinking age in the tribe. Oh, that's your horn hanging up over there, by the way.
I was wondering where.
Speaking of which, Vavis, like, how do you know?
Can't you see the resemblance?
She kind of stands up. She's not as tall as Vavis, but she tries to stand up to match his height.
He puts
He's
his
like,
hand
he's got
on
like
her
8
shoulder.
inches on, 10 inches on her. I think he's got.
This is my daughter.
Oh.
It seems fate has a funny way of doing things.
Yes, I suppose.
You two kindred spirits, both finding your way to me.
Daddy V. No.
You both are so lost. But I would like you to partake in sort of vision quest with me.
Mission quest.
You talking about that shit you used to make me smoke when I was here?
Different stuff.
Oh, okay.
He grabs the bowl off of the table that he's been like mixing it in, and you see this bowl. It's filled with like this kind of black gooey paste. This will allow It will loosen your brain and allow the thoughts to come more freely, and for the world to speak to you. He scoops some and puts it in his mouth under his tongue.
I dip my fingers in.
He passes it over to Zorag. Don't swallow it.
I'm just gonna dip my fingers and put it on my tongue and pass it over to Valida.
Does so as well.
Yeah, you guys
Tripping down the freeway.
place it under your tongue. He throws some like leaves into the little fire pit in the center of his cabin. And then breaks this this bone and throws it in as well, and it begins to crackle. And you just your hearing becomes just extra noticeable. These crackles are so loud. And you feel okay for a little bit. Until you start to sweat profusely, and a cold chill comes over you. The room around you begins to kind of swirl and get a little a little wobbly before you start to blink your eyes to adjust. But when you open them back up, you find yourself elsewhere.
Am I naked? No, I'm kidding.
Valida. You open your eyes and you see this cave carved into the mountainside. This massive skeletal feature on the outside with these large wings just laid on the floor outside this cave entrance. This creature looks like the bones of something you've seen before. Kind of reminds you of the dragon from that you saw inside of the cult den, but not exactly.
I'll look around to see if I can see anybody.
You start looking around, and your vision zooms through the cave, down a tunnel, to a section inside. And it's these rock walls all around you of the inside of some sort of cavern. It's a very bare room with just on one end, on separate ends of this roundish room, 2 holes in the ground.
I kind of try to peek. I don't know how my movement works in this space. What can I try to look down one of the holes?
Yeah, you begin to approach the hole. As you do, you start to see these figures appear all in the room. Human in shape, but it's hard to make any distinct facial features or identifying marks on them. You then are, as you approach this hole, you are startled by a voice behind you. This is something all Goliaths must go through.
What is it?
This is the crawl. As a child, when we come to a certain age, we crawl through this tunnel. We have visions of our past, present, future. Often, terrible hallucinations, or sometimes good. Those who make it to the other side have their markings read. It is no surprise that your vision has brought you here. For I sense a lot of self-doubt in you.
Kind of looks down, also knowing that she has a lot of self-doubt, so makes sense that he could sense it. So is this vision we're in? Am I supposed to do this then?
I believe so. But first, you must give up something of your old life.
I don't have much left with me.
It can be something spiritual, mental. It must.
I don't know what to give up. Wow, this is a stumper. Like, when you say give up something, is it supposed to represent anything, or?
Yes.
Oh, she'll do. Does she have everything that she would have normally, or I don't know how this vision quest works?
I'm trying to think. Did you have your pack on you when you fell into the water? You have like everything that was on your character at Vavis's. Like everything that you should have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Other than the bag of holding, right?
Right.
I take out
and the flail. Oh. But
yeah, and
you could, in theory. Well, I guess you don't know that the flail is with your team, correct? Oh wait, no. Ivrin said that it was. So you could, in theory, give up the flail without physically having it. Like, be like, I'm not going to use that if you wanted. That's just like an idea.
What she was gonna do is pulls out the silver goblet that we got, and used at Jack's funeral. I'm giving this up because in some ways it represents all my failures. Though it was an important bonding moment with others, it also carries a lot of weight to it. So I think this would be a good sacrifice. Is that what it is?
Very good. Now, crawl, my daughter. You get down.
Yeah, she begins to descend down the hole.
Your hands and knees, and you start to crawl toward the tunnel, and in here is like this very dark stone. As you start to descend, it gets very dark, almost like a magical darkness. When these flashes begin to go past, and soon you're seeing a vision of your village being attacked. Fire set to some buildings. The body of your mentor, as you held him. Oh wait, no. Did his head get cut off? Wasn't that a thing? His body, but not his head. His headless body, being held in your arms. Roll me a wisdom save. These get harder, but it starts pretty easy.
It's a 6. Because I have the no wait, my aura is better now. It is a 7, but it's so bad.
That's bad. You begin to succumb to this emotion. What did Valieta feel in those moments?
Useless, like a failure.
Mhm.
Tricked. Yeah, just all around terrible.
All those emotions come to the surface, and you begin to feel the wetness under your eyes form, and tears begin to fall down. You are left with the hanging feeling of hate and sadness, loneliness, failure. You feel what you felt back then, that the town, in a way, blamed you, or at least behind your back, perhaps they would talk about how you failed them. You continue to crawl.
Yeah,
Continue
trying to push through.
Crawl further in. As you do, you start to get these visions of this. Start to get these visions of running into the room in Cragmaw Castle and finding Jack slain, blood spilled out all over the floor. You had not seen that much blood probably ever in your life. Nothing you could do about it. You start to see visions of the boat floating on the water with Jack's body, and the fire that you set to it as you pushed it off into the ocean. Roll me a charisma save.
Sounds a little bit better. So
Hey, okay.
It's a 15 because of my
Okay,
aura.
that's even better. You make this one. Okay. You see these terrible memories and visions, but you start to get a vision of something else. A vision of time after, when Zorag had run off. You found him. You sat down and comforted him. Shared wine. And eventually got him to the point to come back. You continue on. Let's see. You hear the clanging of arms, the crumbling of rocks, the fires of a forge. You look around and you see a Drider shooting lightning from its staff. The forge from the lost mine bursting open to reveal a red dragon, and the mine beginning to crumble as a rock crushes Nundro. Roll me a strength saving throw.
Saving throw. Fucking God. It's another nat what?
Woohoo! What's
It's
that?
a 9.
It's a 9.
Damn
That's
it.
not. That's
Damn
not
it.
good, man.
Oh, I knew this would be the death of me. My rolls.
You you remember the moment being so angry, in a rage that you had failed, that you almost chose to stay in that cave and have those rocks bury you too. Would you like to push for it? I don't know if I should even let you, man. Roll me. Let's see. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
+3 is a +5. Please. Please, Dice Christ, give me above a 10 for once in my life. It's an 8.
You cry. You feel so helplessly lost in your own emotions until a hand reaches into the hole and pulls you out. That's not good. You've held on to your failures for too long, Valida. You will never be able to succeed if you keep this. You have to let them go.
I let them go. People have died because of my failures. Time and time again.
You see failures. But what you didn't see was all the times your friends and those around you look to you for your leadership. When your hometown was destroyed, was it not you who rebuilt it? When your friend Jack died, did you not comfort Zorag? Did you not push on when all else was lost? When your friends were crushed under that rubble, you could have run, saved yourself. But you grabbed your friend Tharden, risked your own life to save his. And he trusts you. You are a leader, Valida. Leaders take failure hardest. But your friends in the world need you to get past it.
Oh. How does this crawl work then? Do I never get to try again, or...?
Maybe someday. It is okay. And, as we drift away from your vision, we get, Zorag.
Pressing Vision Port 2.
You start to come to this white light starts to give way to these forest trees. You're looking up at these leaves that are blowing in the wind, and you hear this dribble of water splashing onto your boots, and a voice.
Oh look, we crossed the streams.
Did you hear
I
it?
guess I would. No, I didn't hear it.
Oh,
I heard it. I thought I opened a video by accident at first.
Oh,
Like,
hold on.
wait,
Let me
what?
refresh. It just said my connection was acting up. Let me
I
refresh.
heard
this.
that was.
I had a feeling you
that's
didn't hear it
good.
because you were like,
I was waiting. Yeah, I didn't hear that. Let me turn this up. Okay.
just let me know when you're good.
Oh, I'm good. I
Okay.
can-
Yeah, you
Sorry.
yeah, you hear this water sound in liquid hitting your boots, followed by
Oh look, we crossed the streams.
Am I fully aware I'm in a vision?
give me an insight check.
Let me pull up my character sheet since I had to. There we go. Hurry up and load. Insight?
Mhm.
Hell yeah, I'm bad at these. I got a. What did I get?
14.
14.
Yeah, you think that you're probably in some sort of dream state or something. It feels weird as you start to kind of pay attention to it. You're like, some things aren't making sense. Like maybe the sky is like slightly the wrong color, and like as you look around, things don't look quite right, but for some reason it still kind of makes sense in your head the way that
Yeah.
dreams do.
Do I recognize the voice?
You absolutely recognize the voice. You start to kind of come to yourself, and you realize your dick is out and you're pissing.
Really? You beat the fucking joke? I was gonna say jab. I swear to God, if you're pissing on my boot.
You're pissing, and to your right, as you look, you see this short, crazy, wild red hair you've not seen in some time. Standing beside you, taking a leak.
Okay, so I know this already happened once before. Why are we pissing next to one another again?
I'm your spirit guide, you dummy.
Oh, fuck. Well, this is definitely some type of dream. I'm not exactly sure why you're here. Well, you said you was my spirit guide, but lead the way, I guess. Vavis
Looks like the
knows what
dragon
he's
ended up
doing.
getting you
Oh,
too.
look.
Not so different. Looks like the dragon ended up getting you too. Not so different after all, eh?
I would love to punch you in the face, but I know you're fake.
Well, follow me, you big grey asshole.
I can tell you're fake because you didn't even respond to what I said.
I know it's
I-
hard for you to see now that you've, lost your one eye, so I'll go slow.
You know, the fact that you met Zorag and not really me, I'm feeling a lot of Zorag energy right now with what I want to do to your little ass.
He starts to walk off into the woods, just kind of every so often looking back your direction, make sure you're following. As you do, you, in that weird way only dreams make sense, you're further in the woods until you hit this. It feels like it's been a second for you. It feels like you've been walking for hours until you see the break in the trees and you step out and there's this mountain range in the distance and these rolling hills. And you can see this billowing smoke coming out of the kind of chimney holes of these fur tents and kind of what's the right word?
Thatch kind of buildings.
Thatch huts.
Yeah.
And you'd recognize it as your hometown, your tribe's town.
You could see that, like, I would, like, stop in hesitation, just being taken aback by this scene. Yeah, I would sit there for a good few seconds, and, I mean, if he's still going forward, I would eventually start following him.
He kind of leads you to the top of one of the hills, and you can see your village now more clearly. And it is still intact. This has not been burned by the dragon. He looks to you and says,
I want to be whole again. How about you?
Yes. As a little tear comes down his eye, seeing this pristine image of this village. It has not looked like this for a few years now.
Equo didn't record one line. It's
okay.
Well then go there, dummy.
I think I will. As I walk by and I just kind of shove him. Not like shove him, but like just...
Yeah. And, you head to the village. And no one seems to be there. You look in your hut. You run in happily and expecting, kind of hoping to see someone. Your mother, your father.
Image.
But as you run in, there's no one. Not even the chieftain.
Well, this isn't right. I guess I would start... I wouldn't really roam around my hut per se. I would at this point I would probably be roaming around the village, and if I don't see anything, eventually I would just come back to the center of the village.
Yeah, you head to the center. Roll me, actually, I guess you don't need to roll anything. You head back to the center of the village. Is there anything particular you want to do there?
In this, if I'm not seeing anyone, I would, at this point, Renatar would be feeling a great deal of sadness and like that feeling of lost that you feel when there's like, if you've ever just been like walk through a ghost town, you just get this weird, dreadful feeling. Mm-hmm. Not really scared, it's just like, holy shit, it is lonely around here. But with Renatar, it's like magnified because there's he was expecting to see something, but there's nothing except for like just this pristine town, but no one's in it. So I would probably go to the center of town and just kind of drop to my knees and kind of reach down into the dirt and kind of like pick it up and like let it go through my fingers. Mm-hmm. Before like another little tear runs down my face.
You start to let this sand strain out of your fingers, and you look kind of up and what catches your eye is that that cave that you went up to face this dragon. And it seems to be calling you.
I doubt Equal recorded anything for this, so you're just gonna have to wing it, bud. Is Jeb with me since he was my guide?
He's not at the moment, but that doesn't mean that if you
Okay.
tried talking to him that he wouldn't like appear or something. You could try.
So I would just kind of say out loud, it's like, so you want me to go up there?
Oh, does it seem like you should go up there?
Really don't want to, but it feels like it.
Yeah. I think someone's waiting for you there.
Do I have anything on my body? Like weapons or anything?
You do.
What do I have?
You have, I believe it was was it a spear or was it like a sword that you brought up there?
I brought 2 hand axes up there.
2 hand axes. You have 2 hand axes.
Oh, that's fucking shitty. It's like, look down. I'm like, oh. Well, I kind of just get up, and I guess I would start making the trek up the mountain.
Okay. You make the arduous trek to the top of this cliff. When you do, you feel yourself become overcome with that same fear that you got that first time you went to go face that dragon. A roar billows out from inside. Roll me a try. Roll me a wisdom save.
God damn, I knew you would ask for one of those. Here we go. That's fucking 8.
As you took your few steps inside, you hear this roar. Drop your weapons and run out. As you do, you hear and like these thuds of these giant footsteps, and this dragon flies out past your head and off into the distance. You dropping your weapons in the cave. You're pulled back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
Oh my god.
But before both of you are, I don't know if Baka's still here.
I am, yes.
Valida, you're met as you're being pulled from this vision with this sight of the forge in the lost mine. And like this well below it, deep under layers of rocks, with these runes carved around the edge. And just like that, it's gone before your vision returns. Zorag, you see the cave. And a feeling something or someone is waiting inside for you. And then you
I guess.
come back.
Oh, okay. Okay. No. What was in that?
I believe you're referring to that cave.
No, I was referring to what was in that bowl.
Ah, you spit it out.
You see me like just straight up, back of the throat, just blah.
Okay. You don't want to swallow that stuff. You'll be sick for days.
But yes, what was in there?
Just something a wizard showed me. Elder root herb, or elder root, and the pineal gland of some monster. I don't know.
What was in the cave, though?
That I cannot answer. But I believe you should find out.
So I just keep taking this stuff until look at.
No, I
You see,
believe
he's just looking down, depressed. He doesn't know what to do.
your vision was telling you to go there. In real life.
I don't know how Vision's quest work, Vavis. I mean, come on.
Whatever's waiting for you seems important. It may help you piece yourself together again.
Possibly.
Violet has been like looking down this whole time. She has a mix of emotions going on right now of sadness and anger and embarrassment, and but like her father still said the right things so that she doesn't feel completely dejected, but still isn't feeling great about herself. And she's grabs the hilt of the hammer and stands up and goes outside.
As you go outside, he just says to Zorag, "That did not go as I was hoping."
What happened?
She still holds on to her shortcomings.
Seems like you've got a handful.
Unfortunately, I believe my time with you both has come to an end.
Is he about to like Yoda the fuck out, or what the hell's going on here?
Like Muppets Christmas Carol, like goes to Christmas Present, where he just fades away and there's sparkles.
Yeah.
Yes, no.
That is my favorite Christmas Carol movie,
It's
by
the
the way.
best
I watch
version.
it every year. Michael Caine. Oh, it's a Muppets movie. Be silly. Plays the most serious role he's ever played.
But yes, outside, like she walks over to like a cliffside, or if there's one that's more open that overlooks the spine more, and like stops for a moment, and then just like a burst of frustration, she tries to grab a boulder, tries to throw it, but instead of releasing, she like full spins and brings it back down and just places it back where it was, and then like catching herself, trying to keep the frustration in. She's been training so long to not give into it, and she sits down on the rock and overlooks the spine, letting the wind flow past her as she contemplates what she just went through and why she can't just get over these failures she's had.
What's going on, Vavis? What do you mean?
I can't remember what our conversation was.
He said he was going to leave.
Oh. You must go. You, too, have a great destiny before you. When I did the crawl, the Goliath tradition, it tells your destiny of sorts. They kept from me what they saw, but one day I found out. And I was to give birth to a child who would end the coming fiery doom to this world. And if your fate is intertwined with hers, you must be on this path as well. There's not much more time. I've taught you all that I know, that I can, in this short time, same as her. It is now time you use the things that you have learned. Whether you're ready or not.
I don't know if I'm ready, but I don't feel Zorag anymore. It's empty.
Do you need Zorag to feel whole?
I don't know, I'm confused. He's been there for 3 years now, and you yourself said he was a part of me, but I don't know if it means we're complete or if he's gone, if I'm just going to be a shell.
Go where your vision has shown you. I'm sure your questions will be answered there. And take care of my daughter.
Does he have a shotgun right now?
He went. His arm weirdly reached back to grab something, but there was nothing there.
He just air cocks nothing.
This weird missing. Yeah. There's no dust in this area that's shaped like a hammer. For, but it's not there.
Not to break the seriousness of it. It was just it's too easy. I will I actually tried to show her a few of the things you taught me.
Good.
But it's at this point, I would say no words can express this. Zorag's gonna just kind of stand up as he's just been sitting there the whole time. He's gonna stand up. He's gonna face just squared shoulders, feet planted, staring directly at Vavis upwards, because Vavis is way fucking taller than he is.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to reach my hand out for a handshake.
Too slow. No. Yeah, he firmly sticks his hand out.
And then I'll grab it, do predator, shift it into a predator shake.
Does the predator shake. And then he pushes you out of his cabin.
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit. I'll take what you've taught me to heart, Master Vavis.
He nods his head at you. Valida, outside, you see another figure coming up the steep slope of this mountain.
Grabs the hammer, ready to Get charged again.
We should probably ping Nyssa. She's not here. Oh,
I'm
she's
here.
I've been seeing
Okay.
her mic go off every now and
Okay,
then.
cool.
Guess I'm holding back my giggles.
Yeah, Valieta, you see this figure approaching with this like big pack on her back. There's these as she gets a little closer, familiar furs, and you recognize the furs, and then you place it. They're reminiscent of the furs you gave to your crew on the ship when you started approaching the cold weather.
Who's out there?
Can she hear?
Yeah, you're kind of you were like really focused in on where you were going, and you've been struggling along for a while, so you're kind of tired. But when you hear the voice ring out, it grabs your attention. You look up, and you can make out this faint figure up on the top of the mountain. Up ahead.
Hey. Oi! You look very familiar.
I would say the same. Who are you?
Does she recognize the voice?
Yeah, you would recognize. This is where you were sent to go.
It's like, but... Jashara from the ship? Holy crap! Valiant! You're alive, Valiant! That's awesome! How are you alive? You went under the boat.
I don't fully know myself. Wow. Where'd you come from? Why are you here?
The boss sent me to find, Zorag, actually. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Ivern?
Kind of works for the boss as well, but yeah.
Who's the boss?
She kind of scratches the back of her head. I'm... Ivern and Aelin don't know, but I'm a harper too.
Crosses her arms, and leans back on her heels. They sent you to kidnap me. They should know by now they need more than... Well, I guess you're only here for Zorag, even still.
I got word from the composer to help bring Zorag down.
Poser?
A very, very long story, but since you're here too, I could bring you back as well. Please?
Bring us back where?
Over to, Aelin and Ivern. They're on their way to this, island that apparently something to do with the mirror and, getting into another thing. I don't know, I'm just following orders to come get you.
Well, come inside at least. It's cold out here for...
Yeah, I hate the cold. Thank you.
Trudge back over to the hut.
Jashara starts trudging through the snow after her.
Yeah. And you all gather in the cabin. Vavis not expecting another another new face quotes, another face to join. He allows you all to stay the night, since Jashara had just journeyed so far to get here. And you do. We'll skip to the morning, since nothing eventful will really happen too much, I don't think.
Long rest, baby.
I kill the person from whatever they're called. I forgot because it's been 2 weeks.
Harpers?
Yes.
Oh,
No.
the
Fish
harmony.
are.
The only reason I brought her in without thinking about it is because I figured Renatar would be more composed.
Yeah, no, he definitely will be more composed.
Yeah, you guys maybe catch up a little bit since the ship, whatever information you guys wanted to trade. And, we'll skip to the next morning.
Oh.
Where,
Do I level up for kicking Zorag's ass?
no.
Damn it.
The next couple of
Aw.
episodes.
Dragon's defense, he didn't use relentless endurance.
That's true. It's because he's more dragon than
He's more
half-orc,
dragon
so-
than orc.
I would have kicked his ass in the next round.
You would have. You would have. I was like, he's gonna get his
So-
ass kicked.
Now I lost my train of thought. Dang it.
The next
You
couple
said the next couple
episodes?
episodes?
Oh, the next couple episodes of Lost Song, you guys will catch up to the main party or the other party in levels. That's sort of what the next couple episodes are going to be. You guys
That's fair,
catching
that's
up. So next morning, you go to say your goodbyes to Vavis. And again, predator handshakes, kind of grabs Valia's shoulder and brings her in for a hug, and then kind of pushes her away a little bit, still gripping her. And do not forget what you learned here.
I won't.
And know that you are capable of greatness. You are my daughter, after all.
Slight smile to herself and nods.
You get your things together, start trekking down the mountain.
Full sprint.
Just go and just tuck and roll down the mountain.
Yeah.
Jashara goes, I frickin' hate cold.
So, I'm going to bring you guys over to the world map real fast,
Ooh.
because I don't know if you
We're in
guys
the
are
ocean.
planning
Zoom
to,
out.
but Zorag, if you're planning on actually doing what Vavis suggests, you know that your tribe is not too far from here. So that's probably the closest destination. Are you ready to face this endeavor?
Well, the only way forward is to go forward. So
The only way to begin is by beginning.
yes. Let's put pen to paper and figure this out. He's reluctant, but knowing that's probably the last time he's ever going to see his mentor again. And that was the last thing he pretty much told him to do before trying to grab a hammer and threaten him to protect his daughter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wish I could find the music for.
I'm supposed to bring you two to headquarters to get you on a ship? But was very much advised not to do it by force, so...
They advised you well.
Yeah, well,
Well-
at least I don't take orders from that frickin' SB.
Can I, like, ask a question here?
Sure.
Baka, would you want to roll a perception check?
Just for fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's my phone? It's so hard to see the sheet in all the words on the map. Perception. 17. Now I roll good.
Yeah.
Ah,
No, I rolled
17.
shitty on my wisdom save too.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, you would have noticed that, like, although I've been mostly quiet, you've definitely been noticing that Renatar's been, like, kind of looking at you, but, like, it's, like, whenever you notice it, he kind of looks away.
Is everything okay, Renatar?
Who's Renatar? Yeah, I thought that was Zorag.
1 second.
It's just weird.
What is?
Well, it's weird to be traveling with you as not Zorag. I mean, I did it before, but I kind of pretended to be him.
Well, I have to say it's weird to travel with not Zorag as well. I don't
Plus, you look
entirely
way
know.
different.
Yeah, I've changed a little bit. Like, should I just continue to talk to you like I did with Zorag, or do I need to?
Now you would know that all Zorag's memories are also yours too, right?
Yeah.
So
They're all mine, but it's like,
right.
it's just the different personas that we're kind of doing. Like, I was sitting in the back seat just kind of watching through his eyes and chilling and... No, whatever makes you more comfortable with, I'm sure some, it's
Sure,
just
we'll
new for me.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll fall back into a rhythm. It's we lied to you. His name's not Zorag. We were just pulling a goof on you.
Oh, well, you guys did a really awesome job because never even heard of the Renatar name in any of the files. So good job on pulling wool over the eyes of the harpers, dudes.
Yeah, it was a fun prank. What? So are we? Where are we going? What are we doing? You came to get us, are we?
Yeah, gonna get you guys back to Waterdeep, and then we're gonna head and take the same path that the others took with that their pirate that they're with.
What route are we taking down off the spine?
Depends. Are you guys kind of ignoring Jashara and just going to Zorag's tribe?
So the way I'm trying to,
Go for it.
the
Do
way
it.
I'm
Do
like
it.
kind of visualizing this is like we're kind of like, let's say it's the next day we've been traveling and now we're kind of talking a little bit more because it's kind of awkward for everyone involved.
Mm-hmm.
I would say like as she's talking, I kind of stop and I'm kind of looking into the direction of where my tribe was located. Because, like, I'd imagine we're still kind of up on the mountain where I kind of see, not super far out, but I know it's in that direction. And, oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, just stop next to him and look in that same direction. What do you see?
I'm not exactly sure what you saw. Vavis didn't really tell me. Usually stuff like this is very personal, but my tribe, it's not too far from here, and I need to go there.
Go then.
Would you be willing to accompany me?
Of course. Ivan and Aelin can wait. They're fine without us for a little bit longer.
About how long has it been since Jashara was sent out? Because I'm pretty sure she was sent out the same day that Ivan and Aelin left.
Yeah, it would have either been the day that Ivan and Aelin started heading back to Waterdeep. It would have either been that day or the day after that you received the message that you were needed for this task.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I just have to make sure you guys get there, but again, they advise no force, so. Oh,
I guess you're coming with us. I mean, I've got no problem with that.
yeah. Yep. Okay,
This is a weird way to play Zorag, I'm not gonna lie.
you're not. You're not Zorag, you're Renatar. You're someone else. You just have.
Like
You're
where
just
we're
in
at,
the same
what is
shell.
it, like a day or two journey? How long would you say that would be from where we are?
Let me make sure I haven't deleted the. I deleted the thing.
I'm looking
Version
on the
of
map.
this.
I'm seeing Great Worm Cavern. I'm thinking, oh god, are we going to encounter the purple worm over there?
Let's go.
Oh, we're doing it.
Ever
Okay, yeah. That's
gonna find Devourlar?
rodeo.
The Waterdeep to Neverwinter is a 16-day walk. Hold on. Math man. Waterdeep to. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Sorry, this is just a thing. That is.
Do you have the hexes miled out
300.
accurately?
Yeah. Like 300, and then this 180. Kind of like half-ish. It's gonna be like, we'll say it's gonna be roughly a like 8-day walk. Somewhere around
Okay.
there.
Well, it'll probably take us nearly a week to get there. An 8-day.
It's not going back up the mountain, is it?
No, it's in that direction over there, and he's kind of pointing. It's just beyond that large forest.
Jashara heaves a sigh of relief. It's like, good, I hate climbing.
Mm-hmm. And you guys do that. You trek for a few days until you enter.
During that time,
Yeah.
I want to say at least one night we're camping. I kind of want to just like sit down with Valida just to talk with her. If that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
Okay. Just like kind of like while we're by the fire. And honestly, I don't care if Tashara hears this. I'd assume she'd be with us, sitting around the campfire while we're eating. So
That's okay. She'll probably be meditating or something.
So Vavis was your father. Is your father.
Is my father, yes.
It's very interesting. It kind of makes sense. I mean, you did say that you were part Goliath, as I recall, you telling Zorag, and your rage causes you to become blind over time.
Seems that way, yes.
That's actually why I've lost this eye.
Is your part Goliath and your rage that makes you go blind?
It was a lesson from the first time I met your father.
Oh, he did that to you.
Yes, one of those things that both Zorag and I felt together as pretty much one. Honestly, after some time with your father and him telling me that Zorag was really no different than me, he was a part of me, I actually did notice Zorag being less arrogant from the time that he spent with in Phandalin and also up north. We both shared a failure. I failed my tribe, which is where we're about to go back to, so this might be pretty hard for me. And he failed to save Jack and also your friend. Failure seems to really put the fire out of arrogance.
Sure does.
He's actually the reason we came back. After a while, he kind of got a little arrogant again and decided he would take over one night and left to go find you.
Why was he trying to find me?
Redemption.
How so?
Well, let's just say he tried to take the steps I didn't. He failed, and after some time, he decided he wanted to prove himself again. I guess this is my journey to prove myself.
I'm here for it, so.
Thank you. Anyway, this is weird. You want some more rabbit stew? Fuck it, we
Yes.
killed a rabbit on the way.
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
Just pour some more rabbit.
These woods are familiar to you, Zorag. I mean, they're not far from your home. This is where a lot of your hunting of big game would have been done. So,
Too bad we didn't see an elk around here. That would have made for a hearty meal. But, what was your vision like? Unless it's too personal.
I
He kind
think
of scratches back of his head.
yeah, no, it's. I think I'll save it for now. I still need to think on it.
Think I'll bed down for the night. Woods aren't necessarily dangerous, but definitely keep your eyes out. There's quite a bit of predators out here.
We'll take watches.
As you can tell, most people don't live around here. All right, and yeah, I guess I would bed down and probably take the watch over from, or however we want to do it.
mm-hmm. Okay. Awesome. You guys have a pretty uneventful night. You take your watches. Not too much happens. Every once in a while you might hear something, but you get up and maybe a deer scurries off or an owl swoops from the tree. But fairly uneventful. You continue your travels a few more days until at one point in your journey you do start to hear something not too far off. You hear some thunderous chuckles and some voices like we gonna be tasty. Oh, I don't know, it's just pretty small, more snack size.
I recognize voices that sound like this.
No. Well,
Oh.
roll me. I guess I see what you're trying to say. I thought you were saying, do I recognize the voice?
No,
I
like
see what you're
voices
saying.
similar to this, like language per se.
Roll
anything
me
like that.
a nature check, I guess.
I rolled a 13.
Yeah, kind of, especially because you're familiar with the area. There can be ogres, goblins, trolls in these woods. These sound kind of heftier, so maybe ogres.
Stop when I hear more of this talking, and I'm kind of like looking towards the direction. I don't know if I know where the direction is that they're talking, but I'm kind of just looking around as I go to like put my hand just on my axe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're alone.
Do you think we need to get involved, or should we just go around?
They might be ogres, and I know for a fact we've killed one at least. Well, you and Zorag have killed one once before. Just be aware. Stay alert.
Now, so. Yeah,
That's true. You're not wearing that bulky ass armor.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think we tried to do a little sneak past them.
Okay.
You know, the
try to
last
roll
time we
me.
tried to sneak past someone in the woods, Zorag was the reason why Glassstaff and them hurt us.
Roll me stealth checks.
Okay, I talk a big game because I don't have disadvantage. It's still not great.
13.
A 3.
Oh my god, a 3. Okay. Well, I'm sure. Okay, so you begin to creep by. And, let's throw this to you, Valida. What do you think makes a noise in these woods? What do you do that...
I think, again, she's like, oh, I don't have the armor on. I'll be fine. I can just creep along. And then just steps on a really dry tree branch that just cracks. Damn it.
And you hear when you crack on this, help! Help!
Okay, we need to get involved. Somebody over there.
They're going to eat me!
Brandish the
maybe it's
hammer,
not
start
us.
running.
Yeah, I would trek alongside her. Because I got some distance, baby. I got 40-foot movement speed.
Jachara goes to keep up.
You guys start sprinting toward the voice screaming for help. I'm gonna get your character sheets over here, or your tokens. But you're greeted with the sight of 2 ogres sitting on these rocks by this big, like almost too big fire. On this stake that's kind of stuck into the ground. You see at the very top of the stake is this short, like maybe 3-4 foot tall creature, kind of humanoid with this grayish purple skin and this kind of stringy white hair. And throw you guys on here. Oh, you don't have a token yet for that guy.
You can just throw mine
I'll
up
throw
there.
your old one, yeah.
Yeah. You could just assign it. It's the same. You should have the.
Right.
You should just be able to go inside the settings, just switch it to the Renatar character sheet.
Gotcha. Okay. Renatar.
Renatar.
Okay, I hate this name now. No, I'm kidding.
And we got, where did Jashara go?
I'm under episode 18.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Leo.
So
All right.
both of you guys taken out by my father? Or?
Although my fucking health should not be 82.
I'm not going to delete that turn order, actually. So just roll your initiatives and I'll write it down. Because we need to save that for the Kraken.
Okay, so click. I rolled a nat 1, so hell yes.
I rolled a 6.
Wait, hold up. Do I have that? No, I do not have that feat.
I rolled a
anymore.
nat 1 as well, but I'm still faster than you.
So 3.15.
Did that add us to the
4.16.
turn order if we clicked on our token?
Oh, did you
He
click on
took
your-
away
I
the
didn't click
turn
on
order.
mine.
I clicked on mine.
If it did,
Well,
I'll
turn
delete it
off
later.
if-
It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
no, what's this?
ogres, the ogres. I don't know what that is. Get that out of here.
Oh, it's
Let me
fine.
double check something real quick because I might have. No, I don't. Okay, so that is. Okay, yeah, I don't have that anymore.
Don't ask me why the ogres sound like wolves or something.
It's okay. Maybe they're feral ogres.
No, it's the Rice Krispies that are in the fire. Snap, crackle, pop.
Okay.
Woof.
So it is ogres.
Actually,
Valida.
let's see here.
Shara, and then Zorag.
Need to readjust some shit here. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, so you guys come to this this camp with these two ogres sitting on these stones. This big fire in the middle, and this short gray man tied to this spike of wood that looks like it's maybe like a sort of going to be used as some sort of skewer to cook him. Further back appears to be some sort of den. There's some like crates that have been broken and kind of scattered here and there. The ogres hear this man call out for help and start to look around. They see you guys break through the tree line, and one says to the other, "Not small snack anymore. Lots of snack. Big full." The one ogre grabs the stick with the man on it and picks it up to use it as a weapon, and you just hear as it swings around.
They're about to tenderize the fuck out of this dude.
This first ogre is, how much is their movement? I've actually never used an ogre before, I guess.
Oh yeah, because we avoided the ogre fight and lost.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
we killed that thing.
I think you guys
we
avoided
left
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe
we avoided
did.
it.
I just. Oh yeah, because he turned into
40
a
feet.
fucking cat, and he kept
That's
running
right.
around. I forgot
Yeah,
about
we
that.
killed the ogres in Dragonspire. Or
Yeah,
Icespire.
Dragon of Icespire Peak. That was the episode that Zorag asked Void if he was ugly.
So
Oh
this-
God! You got like I wasn't on the map and he was just in front of me.
Yeah, they start sprinting toward you. This one by Jashara. Oh wait, sorry, no, the other. Yeah. Which one is it? This one over here is the one with the spear slash person skewer thing.
The improvised man stick.
Yeah. So the one close to Jashara is going to bring this big this big log down and try and smack you with it. It's not the one with the creature tied to it.
Yeah, but
That's a 24 for 12 bludgeoning
ow. Yeah, that hits.
as it cracks down on your shoulder and it like makes you almost cave in and collapse. But after the impact, you're able to kind of right yourself. The other one prepares an action. It lifts its skewer up and is preparing to stab at anybody who comes near. Go ahead, Valida.
Oh boy. I had an idea, then it changed very drastically.
I could use some help here.
Yeah, I'm sure you can, bud. There's one in front of me, so I'm gonna smack the one in front of me first, because he's the immediate threat to us. So let's go with Tampiard. A 21 for 13.
Whew.
Just
Damn.
smash him in the hip, and then come around for a second hit. Another, I hit a 12. Never mind.
12. Surprisingly, a 12 still hits.
Hey, another 13 bludgeoning then. Just crack him on the hip and then bring it back around and hit him on the arm that he's using to swing his club.
Biggest snack hurt.
About to hurt a lot more. I have to check. He's large, right?
Yes, large.
Where is my thing? I have so many things now being multi-classed. That's not that. Major bonus tries to show a creature. It doesn't give me a size. So yeah, I can try to shove him to knock him prone. So I'm gonna bop him with my shield. Oppose athletics.
Okay, opposed athletics.
12.
Where did the sheet go? Here it is. Ooh, a 20.
Yeah. He tries to just hits a wall of muscle and flesh and fat as she tries to knock him over.
Your shield kind of hits in, and like the belly rolls kind of just like wiggle through with the impact. Ugh. It is Jashara's turn.
Actually, I will move
okay.
right next to Jashara just so that
Perfect.
we can get some shield master or some protection shit going on.
Awesome. Alright then. So, that hurt. So she is going to make a unarmed strike against this ogre. 20?
Yeah, you give it a punch in its gut and make a hit.
Alright, then she'll do her extra attack.
Another. Just pop, pop.
Alright, excellent. And she will then extend a... Oh, no, that's an action. Hang on. So many things with monks!
Oh, it's okay. Like, I feel so bad because I feel like you've played the most characters on the show, I think.
It gives me
and you're like,
experience.
yeah, it's like you have to learn a new character every week.
Well, if it helps, I'm starting to play a monk on Mondays, so I'll get better.
I've got
Assuming that
monk up so I
Jashara
can
doesn't
try and help
decide.
you too.
Alright.
so-
So I think I'm going to use a key point to... Oh wait, she's already used... No, it takes an action for her to do some healing, so she will use a key point to use Step of the Wind because that can be a bonus action, so she will disengage. So 1 key point down and we'll disengage and she can move 40 feet. So she's going to jump back over there to kind of regain catch her breath a little bit, and that'll be her turn.
Yeah,
Well,
when
I
you're
just
over
slide
there, you start to hear like some like bah, bah.
What the?
It sounded to be kind of echoing from some location.
If Valia went to slide over and with her shield up, she's like, "Don't worry, I'm here with you." And then,
And then she's gone.
well,
Yeah, I knew what you were doing, but this is Jashara. She's different.
Z
is she?
or R. Renatar.
Oh. Renatar's having a big WWZD moment here. So you said there's like no psyche at all other than
Zorag
myself.
diddle. Yeah,
You know,
correct.
I'm just gonna play it out. Okay, so I'm gonna run up alongside Valiata here. Now, question: based on the flavor text of reckless attack, do I have to be raged for that? Because it doesn't specify it in the action.
No, you don't have to.
For over a year, I've thought that you had to be
No, you don't.
enraged to do that.
No,
That
it
is
just means you're
great.
taking an advantage attack without your
With
reduction of rage.
disadvantage on the next.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd grab up my great axe and I would do 2 reckless attacks on this thing.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it, I guess. Bam, there's the first one. It's a 22 for 9 slashing.
That hits. 9 slashing. Okay.
And here comes the second one in. That is an 18 for 7. If it hits.
Yeah, you just bring these across, and you start getting these deep gashes into the leg of this ogre. Big, blubberous creature. As you're focusing your attacks... Let's see. Does a 15 hit you? You might be muted or something.
I'm muted. Yeah, 15 meets, so that hits.
So as you bring your great axe and you're focusing down this ogre, you feel this impact in your side, and it just breaks the skin and impales you. You also hear, I'm so sorry. I have nothing to do with this. Very close to your wound. That is 10 piercing damage.
Jesus. Okay, yeah. Okay. That's my turn, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me update this token.
This ogre is gonna go. The one that had, the one that's looking pretty bad is kind of getting a little afraid and is going to swing its great club wildly at Valida.
10 misses.
Yeah, the 10. Yeah.
Just bring the shield up just in time for it to glance off.
I don't want to die, brother. He looks over. The one that he looks to, reacting to his brother's pain, pulls the javelin out of Zorag and gives it another thrust, or a 17.
Yeah, that definitely hits. This is Kimberly and Greg. They're cousins.
As it jams just a little bit lower into your side, maybe like your hip region this time,
Ooh,
Zorag.
man.
And your blood from your first wound starts to pour out, and you hear as like blood is like gushing into this this man's mouth that's tied to the spike.
That dude's not having a good day.
I'm like looking at this blood, and I'm like, you see, I'm trying, but it's just nothing's happening.
It's now Valida's turn.
She's gonna like kind of maneuver around the ogre here. She's like, well, let's see what this thing can do. Kind of twirls the hammer and brings it down. And I am casting Erupting Earth on the space here. 20 by 20, right? That's it. Yeah, that's it. So they both have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, you're doing the thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Doing the
Okay.
thing.
She has
What's
a
this
kick-ass
look like?
hammer now.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Like,
The runes on this hammer light up red when you do this.
yeah, so like she uses her interact with object to retract the shield so she can do it two-handed. Just brings it down on the ground, and as she hits the ground, the earth just juts out from underneath them. And I believe they both fail. What's the save for this?
I think it was 15, if I recall correctly. It should be like
Yep,
the
it's
bottom.
DC 15.
Yeah.
So they are going to take 3d12 bludgeoning if they fail, which they both did. And that space that is highlighted is now rough terrain. They both take 13 bludgeoning.
Okay, yeah. Hell yeah.
Does that only count for one of my attacks or both?
I think since it's like a casting of a spell, it counts as your action.
Fair enough.
You can still be raging while you do that too, by the way, as long as you still have the rage points for it.
Yep, I haven't raged yet because I haven't taken.
When
I'm
you
doing Zorag
you bring down your hammer, and the earth cracks and then explodes in between these with these giant rocks, poking out. once just like comes rocketing out of the ground and impacts and impales the one that you've been fighting, and you just see the tip of this sharp rock like coming out the chest cavity as it is now dead. Shara.
Alright.
deaded.
Which one is dead? That one's dead. Alright, Jashara's gonna just kind of shake her head. She's scolding herself. It's like, you monk, get your arse in gear. And she is going to use quickened healing, using up 2 key points. And she will heal herself for 5 plus her proficiency, which is 3. Yeah. So, taking 8 points back. And she will start moving around. Hang on. Yeah, I think she would be affected by the rough terrain. She's not that kind of monk.
Pull up her
So
sheet.
she's gonna get herself into position to try to grab. Yeah, she's gonna try to get herself into position to try and grab the little guy off the stick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool.
Alright, so she'll go to... about how long is the stick? Is it got reach, or...?
Yeah, the stick has reach. Currently, it's impaled to the side of Renatar's hip.
Alright.
You do have a
Then
feature
yeah,
called
she'll-
Step of the Wind. You can spend a key point to take the dash action. Does healing take up?
Oh wait, hang on. She'll just run over the corpse. So she'll move to...
Oh, true.
Yeah, she'll dash... Yeah, so she'll just run to over here, and then over here, and yeah, then she'll just get ready to try to grab the small man off the stick if she can, because she's already used Quicken Healing as her action.
Okay. As this stake is kind of moving and kind of hard to kind of get around since the ogre's controlling it. Roll me a sleight of hand check to see if you're able to untie this creature from the stick. Yes.
Oh, nat 20.
You quickly, I think you have like darts on you or something. You quickly pull
Yes.
something from a pouch and just slice the ropes, releasing this gnome from this stick. And he plops to the floor. Oh, thank you. And he starts like on hands and knees, crawling as far away as he can.
Cool. And that'll be your turn.
I'm gonna vomit. It is Zorag's turn.
Okay. Zorag looking at this blood that's kind of pulling out of him and around like his feet. You see he's trying, but there's just nothing there as he just kind of sighs and he turns to this ogre that's just been stabbing him, and he is going to try and he's going to run up to... Okay, is this square like... Is that just rough terrain,
That's
or
rough
what's going on
terrain.
with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like big
Well, I'm
rocks jutting out of the ground.
Okay, if that's the case, I'm going to run, like, kick and jump onto one of these rocks, and as I do, I'm going to violently swing down with, my great axe, recklessly.
Do it.
Do it.
Hit.
A 13?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they do have low AC. I forgot how low these were. 7. I'm
Yeah,
going to
just
be...
big fat guy.
I'm going to swing again. Is it going to roll? There it goes. That's a 15 for 9.
Yeah. So you kind of run, jump off this one higher rock, bring your axe across its chest with a slash, land on this other rock that's kind of right now grazing past his hip. You bring your axe the other way across his stomach, dealing some good blows.
And knowing he can't feel the Zorag psyche, he is going to, for a brief second, close his eyes and focus on the things that he's learned from Vavis, from his time with him. And he is going to, he's going to straight up, see, I think this is how this works. I'm going to bonus action surge.
Ooh.
As I swing yet again with my great axe.
Ooh.
Recklessly.
Ooh.
That is a 23 for 7. And once more onto the... Oh, did he die?
No, you're slicing and dicing him at this point.
And then 26 for 13.
He slices, he dices, he julienne and fries.
He is looking real bad.
And right after that, I'm just going to look at him and say, just kind of nudged over because from the blood and the wound in my side, I'm going to say, run back to your forest while you can.
Little snack getting away, brother. Brother.
Brother's dead.
Roll me an intimidation check. 19. Okay.
That is a 19.
Let's see. Oh, it's his turn. I'm sorry, brother. And he starts. You hear do. He starts to
Is
try
he
and run
disengaging?
away. Yeah.
I'm just joking anyway.
No.
Just fucking kill him.
He starts running toward the forest. Yeah.
As I just kind of drop to one knee, just kind of holding my side.
And Yashara will step forward and start using a key point for a hand of healing.
Okay. Does anybody intend on chasing or anything, or are you guys gonna let him go?
No, I mean, Renatar's not as gruesome as Zorag was.
So
these 6 plus wisdom modifier, which is also 3. Okay. So you get 7 points of healing.
Sweet. That's me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you.
You take stock of the situation, these rocks jutting from the ground, impaling this ogre, and this what now appears to those of you who have met a deep gnome before.
Oh no, is this who I think it is?
Kind of starts to stand up and brush himself off. Oh, thank you for that. Oh, that was dreadful mess. I'm Clunk. Who are you?
Oh, shit.
That's where we'll end the session.
Oh, man. I thought we was just going to go on break.
Nope, that's the session tonight. Because we might have somebody coming in to play Clunk.
Oh, my God.
Whew. Thank you all for playing
Fox, brother.
tonight. Sorry it was a little bit of a mess in the start because I was having some technical difficulties and it always throws me for a loop every time that happens. But I think the session turned out pretty well. And
it was freaking amazing, Grizz.
I liked it.
Don't undersell yourself. It was so good.
It was awesome.
Sweet. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Next week we'll be continuing with Zorag, Volley, Yashara, and Clunk. and we hope to see you all then. So thanks for subscribing. Thank you for following. Thank you for supporting us on Patreon. We love you all. We'll see you next Sunday. Goodbye.